Welcome to 21st Sports reaction to Johnny Manziel getting the starting job in Cleveland for the rest of the season. The Browns are 2-8, and they're going to finish off the season with Johnny Football under center. I definitely like this move. This is actually a move that I was calling for from the beginning of the season. I thought all along if they wanted to have any kind of success this year, they should have Johnny Manziel be their quarterback, even if they weren't going to make the playoffs. With Johnny under center, for one, gives you a chance. For two, it also builds towards the future into next season. A lot of times it seems like every team's just looking for that instant success, that instant gratification, as if a team can just turn it right on and just in one season, one off season, just make a couple moves, make them draft pick, and all of a sudden they're going to go to the Super Bowl. That's not how you build champions. It takes time to build champions. It takes dedication, it takes patience, and it takes consistency. And that takes consistency under center and from the head coach. If you want to go to the playoffs, you got to have the same head coach for more than 1 year. You got to have the same quarterback for more than 1 year. You got to have consistency. Look at the defending Super Bowl champions, the Patriots. You got Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, the longest tenured quarterback and coach duo in the NFL. And if you go back and look throughout history, it's not like you can just make a couple moves and turn it into a Super Bowl team. Look at the Colts. The Colts, they were in the AFC Championship game last year. They go and make some huge moves, and everybody says they're going to win the Super Bowl because they made the biggest moves in the free agency. Well, champions are not built in an off season. They are built over time with dedication. And to put Johnny as the quarterback, that's building towards the future. He gives you the best chance to win for the future. Josh McCown, all the power to him and everything, but the guy's been pretty much a career backup. He's 36 years old. He is not the future. He's basically, if you're thinking somehow you're just going to do something right now and not try to build for something, Johnny is something that can give you success in the long term over a career. Johnny has shown sparks of being a really good player, sparks of possibly being a Pro Bowl player and being a star in the NFL. He's made some big plays in his limited, time in this season so far. He has 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and he's completed 59.4% of his passes. You contrast that with McCown. And McCown, although he does have a higher completion percentage at 65%, and then he has 11 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So they're pretty comparable in terms of the rate of touchdown to interception. But like I said, McCown, he's also dealing with some injuries. He's banged up, and hopefully he gets healthy. And he's a good backup, but Johnny could be a star. Johnny could be your guy. He could be your franchise quarterback. Just play Johnny. He should be the starter this year. He should be the starter next year. And the thing is, you can't just give up on a quarterback after a game, or just not give a guy a chance. Just be like, oh yeah, well we gave him 1 game and he didn't show out, so now we're just gonna sit him on the bench. I thought they should have had Johnny Manziel out there the whole season. They'd be better than 2-8. And even the thing is, even if they weren't better than 2-8. At least he would get that experience under his belt to build towards next season. And that's why this is a good move, in my opinion, because it allows Johnny to start these games, to get that experience, and to build towards next season and build upon the success. If they can win some games, if they can win maybe 4 out of these last 6 games there with Johnny as quarterback, then, that's something you can build on towards next season. And they need to, be consistent. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Mike Pettin, but you can't just keep having musical chairs at the head coach position. You can't just have a revolving door policy, that's the thing that's been the big problem with the Cleveland Browns. And if you look at all the different teams that have not won a Super Bowl in any time lately, it's because they don't stay with the same coach. And, you could contrast that with Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati hasn't done it yet, and they lost the game on Monday night, and everybody wants to, put them down. But wait and see. You stick it out, then success comes. And the thing about it is, wouldn't you rather be the Cincinnati Bengals than be the Cleveland Browns in terms of, the record that they've had under the tenure of Marvin Lewis, as opposed to having a different coach every year, a different quarterback every year? You got to pick a guy, stick with a guy, and have patience. And that's what I think they should do with Johnny. Play him, have patience with him, let him develop, and he can actually bring you to the promised land given the opportunity. You got to give guys opportunity. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. Definitely interested to read your thoughts and opinions. Thank you very much for listening. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you're having a good day and having a good week, and enjoy all the sports.